Rough day, man. We've got a lot of stuff going on in the world already. And now we got information from CoverCore that Rushia has officially been terminated from the company. They fired her. They let her go. In this video, we'll talk about Cover's official statement. I'll share my opinion on this stuff as well as some of the speculation going on in the community at the moment regarding what actually occurred here. And then I will share some clips with you as well that I think you will want to see. Let me also say at the beginning here, I don't think we're going to know beyond a shadow of a doubt 100% every fact to this situation. It's just the way it is. So let's start with the statement from CoverCore. They say that it's been apparent to them for some time after investigating the matters that Rushia has been distributing false info to third parties. She's been leaking information, including communications regarding business matters. Ultimately, they say that this has violated her contract by leaking this information that she acquired from the company, that it has caused the company to suffer reputational damages, such as by publicizing falsehoods to various related parties. As a result, they're terminating her. The very end of the statement is also interesting. They say that they intend to put further efforts into instructing the talents that are affiliated with the company on compliance matters so that similar incidents do not happen again in the future. Some people might take this as Cover basically saying that they are going to make an example out of Rushia. Is that warranted or not? You'll have to decide that on your own. Now, personally, regarding official statements from companies, I'm the kind of guy that pretty much always is skeptical of something that a company does. And official statements, whenever I see one, I always think to myself, there's probably more information than they are letting on, than they're giving to the public. And in this situation, they're pretty vague with what they give, so it's pretty obvious. We're not going to know the full situation here. And to be fair to CoverCore, do they have an obligation to let us know every little detail? No, they really don't. So don't take this as me painting CoverCore as the bad guy here. The fact of the matter is, I feel for both Rushia, and I also feel for CoverCore. It's unfortunate all around that it all had to end like this. So the big questions here are, what information did she really leak that caused the company to suffer reputational damages? Well, it seems like a lot of people are speculating that this is in regards to this other guy on YouTube, Kore, who apparently had a discussion with Rushia regarding the whole Mafu incident. And then he made a video on the topic. Now, a lot of people are painting this guy out as the villain. And based off the translated clip that I'm going to show you in a moment, perhaps he did make a mistake here. But I do have some more questions personally after watching the clip. So just to be sure we are all on the same page, I'm going to play that clip. But before I do, just keep in mind as well, this dude's full video or his full stream, it was like an hour long. So I don't think I'm going to know the full context just based off this clip. But I don't speak Japanese, so I'm not going to be able to watch this guy's full video. Only so much I can do. Anyways, here's the clip.
でからのこれなんですよね。これが出てしまったと。はい。で、すぐにですね、なんか僕のところに LINE が来てですね、相談がありますと。その出てしまったマフマフ件について、相談があるから、ちょっと通話して。で、話聞いたところ、こちら、マフマフさんとは同棲してませんと。はい。で、これね、ちょっとね、これ今から話すことは本人は言わないでくれって言ってたんですけど、これはもう言った方がいいなという、もう俺の判断で言うんですけど、一応証拠として部屋の写真もわざわざ見せてもらったんですよ。だからその同棲してたら、そもそも部屋が同性の部屋になってるし、家にいるだろうし、こう分かるじゃないですか、部屋で。だからわざわざ送ってくれたんですけど、この写真出さないでくださいね、話さないでくださいって言われたんですけど、一応そういうのをもらいましたと。はい、で、マフマフから送られてきたディスコードのこの文章。これね。たった今生放送終わって帰る準備してるよ、みーちゃんと。これは、そもそも、ルシアの方からマフマフに20時くらいにゲームを一緒にしたいと誘ってるんですよ。で、それに対する返答であると。で、それを考えた上で見ると、これ一致するじゃないですか。いやいや、グルとかじゃない。視聴者とかファンが勝手に妄想してるだけ。なんか付き合ってもないし、同棲もしないのに、同棲してる、付き合ってるとかふざけたことを言ってるだけ。何も証拠もないし。俺はもう全部見せてもらってるから。で、それに対する返答であると。で、一応今回の件に関しては、LINE 上で謝罪をしていて、それ以上はやり取りはしていないと。 でまた現状付き合えるような関係にもなく、月に1回から2回一緒にエイペックスをしているという、ゲームをね。
Okay, so like I mentioned, that's just one part of the hour or so stream this dude had posted. So keep that in mind. And a lot of people are upset at this guy for the part where he talks about being told by Rushia not to talk about this information, and he does it anyways, basically. A lot of people are saying that he doesn't care about Rushia at all. He just wanted to take the opportunity to capitalize on the situation, make some drama video out of it. What I really don't understand here, what just doesn't really add up to me, is why would Rushia contact this guy with like 1 million or so subscribers, even if they're friends, to talk to him about this matter, even sending him pictures as if she has to prove to him that she's telling the truth. And this is still just supposed to be some sort of like private matter. It's possible, it's just kind of odd. I wonder if there's a chance that Rushia actually asked this guy to publish this information to try and clear up the whole Mafu thing, but to also make it seem like Rushia didn't actually want him to publish this information. Perhaps a preemptive defense to have against potential action taken by Covercore. Now, I will say, even if that is the case, I think it's on this guy for still going through with a plan like that, because it's very obvious that Rushia has not been in the proper mental state, so to speak. So even if she came up with some plan like that, I think this dude should have said something like, you know, I'm not going to do this. I don't think that's a good idea. Of course, that's just speculation, because again, this whole thing doesn't really... It just seems kind of odd to me, like I said. On the other hand, perhaps Rushia really did not want this guy to publish this information, and he did anyways. Well, why would he do that? On one hand, maybe he thought he would be helping her out. Maybe he thought he could clear up the Mafu thing by putting this information out there, despite Rushia not wanting him to do such. In which case, that seems like it was a bad mistake, because look what happened. Or, perhaps as I already mentioned, like a lot of people are saying, this dude apparently doesn't care about Rushia at all, and decided to just capitalize on the situation, make some money off the drama. And it's possible. I'm just presenting you two other potential theories as well, because ultimately I think that's what we got here. Theories. Make of it what you will. Final caveat on this part of the video. Keep in mind, we don't for sure know that this is even what Cover's talking about when they talk about confidential information being shared. It could be, or maybe it's just part of it. Maybe there's more to it that we don't actually know. I guess no matter what the situation is with Kore, I think he did make a mistake in putting this information out there. I just don't know if it was really a malicious one, or if he genuinely thought it would help her. Suppose you could also say that Rushia made a mistake by sharing so much information with this guy as well. But again, she hasn't been in a proper state of mind with her mental state. So things like that will happen, man. Can't hold it against Rushia at all. Ultimately though, perhaps this whole situation could have been avoided if not for the way that whole thing played out with the original Discord message. For example, one could say that Rushia should not have had a personal matter pop up on her business computer. However, on the other hand, for all I know, she took every precaution against that happening, and Mafu still contacted her with a personal matter on her business account. There's just too much going on in this situation that I don't have the full context and understanding for. I don't have any animosity towards anyone involved here, and I especially feel bad for Rushia and Covercore. Now, on to the other clips that I mentioned.
狼みよです。ちょっとね、ご存知の方もね、いると思うんですけどね。今日、カバー株式会社さんから発表があったことを少しだけ、ちょっとツイートにしようか悩んだんですけど、自分の口で言いたいなと思います。はい。ちょっと詳しくは、説明というか発表があった通りなので、ここで詳細は説明しないんだけど、発表があった通り、メンバーが欠けてしまうっていうことは、とっても残念なことだし、うちは寂しいなって思うけど、で、ファンのみんなも衝撃的だったと思うし、落ち込んでる人もきっといると思う。けど、これからのホロライブメンバーの活動を見て元気になってもらえるように、うちもこれから気を引き締めて頑張ろうっていう風に思いました。はい、以上です。今もちょっと混乱してるのであまり長く話さないように しようと思って。はい。ちょっとね、簡単な、うちの気持ちなんだけど。
ありましたけども、まあね、先ほど多分カバーからお知らせがあったと思いますね。はい。そのことについてちょっといろいろみんなコメントで声かけてくれてありがとうございます。まずはカバーから出ているものがもう全てって感じなんですけども、まあね、フレアとしても結構ちょっと心境的にはあれかもしれないけども、
まあ、
ね、
まあ、まあこういう結果になってしまったのは、まあ残念ではあるんですけども、仕方ない部分でもあるので、3期生としては、4人でも、まあ頑張って、これからも頑張っていこうかなとは思っております。なので、みんなも支えてくれると嬉しいです。
ね、我々もやっぱりね、ファンのみんな笑顔にしたいっていうのがね、一番なのでね、まあファンのね、やっぱみんなちょっと辛いかもしれないけども、この面ね、みんなこれまで通り明るく配信はしていくのでね、よかったらホロメンのみんなのことを、これからも応援してくれると嬉しいです。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
よりそう頑張りたいと思います
ね、頑張っていこう。まああとはあれだね、この件についてあんまりホロメンに皆さんからなんか問いただすとか、あんまりしつこいコメントとかはね、ちょっとやめていただける。
And that's really the situation. In closing, though, I'd like to restate that there is probably more to this than we all know about. Cover probably knows more than we do, so just keep that all in mind. Make of it all what you will. Best wishes to Rushia and all the Hololive girls and Cover Core moving forward. As always, thank you guys for your time. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the comments as well as the next one.